Hello Taurus, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to get straight into your reading. We're going to have a look at what Spirit want you to know. They're already giving me cards, so let's get started. I don't believe it. We've got joyous fun. Not that I don't believe that you are entitled to joyous fun here, Taurus, but we've had fun. I've used several different decks today and done several readings, and the word fun has come up in practically all of them. So there's obviously something in the atmosphere at the moment. The universe are sending us clear messages to lighten our mood and to actually enjoy life. We have a loving woman. We'll come back to that in a second. Let me just get the other cards. We have status quo. They just said rocking all over the world. They're very funny today. Which of course was a status quo song if you aren't aware. We have increase. Interesting. I'm pulling another card because I didn't do the bottom of the deck. We've got your higher self. I'm going to put that on the bottom of the deck and put this here. So let's get started with these, Taurus, because this looks like an interesting selection. So yes, as I was saying earlier, there's a big emphasis in the universe and from Spirit at the moment about having more fun. The fact that we've got so much red as well in this particular card shows that it's real heartfelt fun, something that, you know, really makes you feel good inside. Really sort of enhances your inner well-being, but something that you love. It could involve members of your family. We see lots of children here. So if you are part of a family unit, it's important that you dedicate some of your time at the moment, Taurus, to family pursuits, family days out if you can do them, but just things, it doesn't have to be days out. It could be spending time in your garden together, playing some games together, you know, just enjoying your family. That is a very strong message from Spirit today. We have the energy of a loving woman. This could be you, Taurus. In this deck, there is a loving woman card and a loving man card. So this is definitely a female energy. So whether you're watching and you're, you know, if you're male and you're watching, this is about the energy that a loving woman brings to the table. But there's very much this, I talked in this card about it being heartfelt, about spending time with family, about nurturing, about, you know, all those things that make you feel good in your inner spirit. I do feel that this is your energy. For some of you, it could be a female around you. But I feel that if it is a female around you, I feel that it's likely to be a family member. It could be a mother, an aunt, a sister, someone who is spiritually connected with you. They've just said family tribe, which is interesting, but within your family circle, someone who is a blood relative, if this isn't you. We'll find out more with the tarot in a minute what they want us to know. But this is very much a nurturing energy, a big focus around family in your reading today, Taurus. You may have felt that things have been quite static for a while. We do see a status quo. Again, I'm going to clarify with the tarot in just a second. But maybe some of you are happy with the status quo. Or maybe some of you want to welcome in some changes. I'm not getting a strong message from this card particularly because it's being overpowered by this loving woman card. And it may well be that either you or someone, as we said, in your family that is female wants things to stay the same. I'm going to clarify that in a moment. I'm not going to say any more, but that's the message I'm getting because this is a very overpowering energy. It's not in a negative way. It's almost like, you know, someone's trying to love you to death, you know? It's almost like a maternal energy. So it could be that you don't want things to change, or that this person close to you doesn't want things to change. Family are really, there's such a strong family energy coming from that. It's quite overpowering for me, to be honest. So yeah, there's somebody that wants it all to stay the same. But I do see something changing here. I don't know what it is. It will be different for all of you. But things are going to improve. Things are going to get better. It's a card of increase, which shows us that things are growing. Things are changing. We know that needs are going to be met. These crystals, for me, signify, I'm an intuitive reader, they signify chakras. That's how I always feel about this card. So you're on the right path when things do change. And I do feel that the path you're on, Taurus, is going to bring you a lot of stability. I say that because of this big building at the end of the path that is very stable. Feels like you've waited a long time or worked really hard to get some sort of outcome. For some of you, it may be that you're wanting to relocate, and maybe someone doesn't want you to because they want you to stay where you are. Could be a job change, and you're actually starting a new employment and your work colleagues don't want you to move, you know, or maybe you live round the corner from your mum, for example, and she'll miss seeing you at lunchtimes, you know, something of that type. But there is progression here. I'm looking forward to the tarot here. What Spirit is saying to you, Taurus, is, you know, have that self-belief, listen to your intuition and follow what your heart tells you to do, because it's got to be right for you. You know, much as you love your family, if there's something that you want to pursue that makes you feel that you're meeting your own needs in terms of your inner spirit, then, you know, you need to pursue it, basically. Let's get the tarot, because I do feel this is a really important message for somebody. I'm going to use these tarot because these are my oldest and favourite deck. I shouldn't say that. I've got so many tarot decks and they're all beautiful, but they're different, and I get guided to which one I should be using. Thank you. I have the Ace of Swords. That's so interesting. Yeah, aces are new beginnings. I think you're going to see things much more clearly. Maybe spending time with your family makes things more clear and enables you to make decisions moving forward. Now, obviously, that can go either way. It could be that you decide that you want more of those family occasions and that you want to move closer to your family, or you want to spend more time with your family. But it could also be the other way. It could be that you enjoy your time with your family, but you feel it's time for you to move on. Let's see. Yeah, there could be some trickery going on here. We have the devil energy, so there could be some game playing going on. There could be a bit of emotional blackmail going on, which is what I was kind of feeling over here when I said that people maybe don't want you to make changes. So just look out for that. It doesn't mean they, you know, yeah, it doesn't mean that they're sort of not loving you, but it's about their own needs, really. We do see you moving forward. We do see you overcoming that. I don't think it's going to be a major thing. I just think that, you know, the way that you take your life forward, it may be that this particular lady just doesn't like change, basically. But you're going to overcome that. And I think this lady will overcome that too. The more I look at it, the less I feel it's your energy. Could be that you're resisting making changes because you want to be close to your family all the time. I mean, it can read both ways. Obviously, it's a very general reading, but I do apologise, that was a really loud lorry just went by. But yeah, you're going to overcome that and you are going to move forward, Taurus. You're going to do what's best for you. There's something about rebirth with the Empress. She's very nurturing. There's a thing on pregnancy here. She's very nurturing. She's very abundant. She knows what's best for her, you know, but she also cares deeply about other people. So, you know, I do think you're going to strike a lovely balance here, Taurus. Whatever this decision is for you, I do think you're going to be able to maintain very healthy family relationships whilst making changes, because I think you're ready for a change. This is what's coming through here. Yeah, and it's going to be fair and it's going to be balanced. So, yeah, you're not going to be rocking any major boats, really. I think everyone will adapt to any changes you're making. It's something you'll be spending time thinking it through very clearly. You know, King of Swords can be a bit cold, and they can be a bit sort of removed from a situation because they're very, you know, led by their logic and you know, think things through rather than considering what's in their heart. But I think you're going to strike the balance. I think you're going to make plans that's best for you moving forward, but you will be able, as I said, to maintain healthy relationships with your family. Gosh, we have the Queen here as well. So for some of you, they've come up together, you know, one after the other. They're saying, listen to your intuition. It may be that you are getting married. I say that because we have this definite partnership that came up at the same time with you changing the status quo. You may be moving in with a partner, for example. You may be starting employment, you know, that is a new partnership in terms of your employment. But you are going to be very clear about what you want from this relationship and, you know, how it's going to move forward. You know, you're going to figure it all out really, really well, Taurus. Can we have another one with the Queen of Swords, please? I don't feel there's going to be anything hidden. They're showing us the Seven of Swords, which can be devious behaviours. It can be, well, it can obviously be theft. This person's sneaking away with the swords, but it's actually more about sneaky, underhand behaviours. Maybe you need to just watch out for any underhand behaviour that is going on that's trying to get in the way of your plans. But I don't think it's going to be an issue because you're going to have the clarity. You know, the King and Queen of Swords have the ability to see through a situation because they bring that clarity with them. So I don't think that's anything to worry about, Taurus. Spirit are saying it's time to look forward, not to look back. This person is concentrating on wine that was spilt, when over here there are 2 new goblets and a full bottle of wine and a buffet, you know? So you may have been in a settled position for a long time. You may have been in status quo. But, you know, I also feel that you felt that it's time for a change, but you've sort of been in a bit of a rut for some of you, Taurus. And Spirit are saying it's time for you to say, well, okay, you know, that was great. And there's some aspects of it that I missed, that I have regrets about. But actually, something new is here for me. This partnership, this, you know, new opportunity, this stability that the change is going to bring. It's here for me, you know. So you are going to get the balance, though. I keep saying that because it is so important that you know that, Taurus. I'm just going to pull a few Moonology. Oh, they're with us already, look. What do you need to release? This is what they were just saying with the, where is it? The 5 of Cups, you know. some aspect of the past that is holding you back. What do you need to release, Taurus? What else for Taurus, please? Thank you. Prosperity lies ahead. We saw this, didn't we? We saw this stability. For some of you, that will be financial prosperity, but I always say with the prosperity card that, you know, if you are heading towards a future that is very stable and makes you very happy, that is prosperous in itself. So whatever that means for you, yeah, tell me what resonates. Again, Spirit, thank you. Your commitment is being tested. How committed are you to yourself, Taurus? How much drive have you got to actually want to make changes in your life? If you don't want to, that's totally up to you. You know, you have your own willpower, your own decision-making process. But, you know, this is providing reassurance for you that if you take these steps, you will be okay. Your commitment to yourself is being tested. One more for Taurus, please. Yeah, they're saying look at the bigger picture. As I said earlier, I get the feeling that some of you have been maybe felt that you're static in life. You know, you're stuck in a bit of a rut. You want to make some changes, but you've got family commitments, you know, and especially if you've got some sort of parental influence around you, you know, it's maybe has been easier to just stay put, stay where you are, stay doing the same job, stay doing the same routine. It could just be simply about you changing your routine a little bit to free up some more time for yourself, your self-development, you know? And maybe people are used to you being around at their house all the time. It can be something like that. They want you to look at the bigger picture. Look at how your life is being affected, and what changes you want to make for your highest good, Taurus. That's a very interesting message for you today. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please do tick the like button and subscribe. That's what you can do for me, because it just really helps build the channel. If you would like a personal reading, they are all recorded like this, so you will be able to access it, obviously, afterwards by video. But all the details are down below in the Buy Me a Coffee page. If you click on the description box down below, I meant to say, I'm getting tired. There's Buy Me a Coffee link. If you go into that, click the shop link and it will show you all the readings I have on offer at the moment. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the reading, Taurus, and I will read for you all again really soon. Bye for now.